Hey everybody, Sean Stupinski at the Habegger Corporation. I wanted to share a little tip with you today, and this tip is specifically for you installers. I've always been under the belief of if you get a noise complaint on a job, you're always going to have a noise complaint. They are very difficult for the service side. People are very sensitive to noise. One of the things that can happen on 80% efficient furnace is there are tabs in the back to keep the heat exchanger separated. And those tabs can get bent or they touch the heat exchanger and they snap and they pop. Once you put the furnace in, it's almost impossible to get to those things once the furnace is already in. So I'm going to show you where they're at. My advice is before you put a furnace in, an 80 plus furnace, look down into the top and see where those tabs are, because you may have to, bend them just a little bit, but it doesn't take much for them to get bent and get up against the heat exchanger. So we're going to walk out in the warehouse. I'm going to show you where that is. Okay, everybody, we're out here in the warehouse with an 80% efficient furnace. Now, just picture in your mind, right? So once the furnace is installed, you got to, a lot of times, you'll have a coil here, a plenum, your ductwork, return air dry. You can't get back in here, or it's extremely challenging to do so. So my best advice is to check the tabs against the heat exchanger before you go put them in. It's not the tabs on the back that get you in trouble because they're supported by the bracket. It's the ones on the end that can lift up and down, and they snap and they pop really loud if they get up against that heat exchanger. But here, let me see if I can get a look at one here. Here's the edge pieces. These get bent, see? This corner right there gets against that heat exchanger, and I'll tell you, it will pop really, really loud. And, that'll resonate throughout the entire house. And like I said earlier when we were talking, once you get a noise complaint, boy, people are really focused in on that. Your best chances of not having a lot of service trouble is not to have a noise complaint to start with, just avoid them. But check those tabs before you put that in. Hope you find that helpful. Have a great day. Enjoy our channel.